to the mat this evening, I have recorded a candlelit yin practice. If you're not familiar with yin yoga is the kind of soft, gentle side of yoga, often known as the feminine side, but men and boys can do it too. The amazing part of yin yoga is it really allows you to relax from deep within your body. So all I ask you to do is focus your breath, just breathing in slowly and out a little slower. Think about making your out breath have balance, length, and a little bit of purpose. So the first thing we're going to do is connect to our breath, nice and slow and nice and gentle. So if you come down to lying on your mat, or your rug, whatever you have, it's sometimes useful to have a cushion to hand to. And if you are connecting with my playlist, a good time to press go is now. So we're going to come down to a long flat position. You want to think about melting the spine to the floor. And if your lower back is fine, you can stretch the legs nice and long, let the toes flop out to the side. And just rest your hands over the abdomen and the belly. Spread the fingertips and feel the gentle warmth of your body underneath you. And as we just start to take our last fidgety little moves, remember you are allowing yourself this time on the mat. Just allowing yourself to feel calm, grounded, here, just now. So as your body starts to settle on the floor, close down the eyes and just follow my voice. Notice where the body is connected to the mat. From the back of the head, the shoulder blades, the elbows, the lower back, the buttocks, the backs of the calves, and the heels of our feet. Notice the connection. How does your body feel today? And how is your mind? Whatever headspace and physical space you're in, please know that by the end of this practice, you will feel lighter, brighter, and possibly even happier. So we're going to start to focus our breath. What I mean by that is just start paying attention to how we actually breathe in and how we actually breathe out. Quite often we just breathe short, shallow breaths. But what we all need every day is deep, slow breaths, allowing the oxygen to come in through the nose, fill the lungs, spread through the body, nourish our body, and nourish our mind. So just notice where your breath is at today. Maybe your breath is already calm and regular. Maybe your breath needs some fine-tuning and slowing. Just take the time to find a slow pattern. And I encourage you to draw the breath in fully through the nose. Feel the expanse of your ribcage lift as you fill the lungs. And when you're ready to exhale, gently open the mouth, let the jaw hang, let the palate soften. Let the breath waft out, warm, slow, and releasing. Every time we breathe in, we create space, physical space in our ribcage. Enjoy the space, breathe into the space. When you're ready to exhale, we contract the abdomen just a little bit. We squeeze and push the breath out of our mouth with a Together we're going to draw the breath in 3 times and release with that sound as if we're fogging a mirror. Just notice if there's any changes in your mind or even in your body. We didn't spend long, but we spent long enough. We're moving into a place of rest and digest. Gently just squeeze the toes, wiggle the toes. Let the fingertips move over your belly. And then we're going to slowly sweep our arms up and over our head. Let the back of the hands rest on the mat. Breathe in to point through the fingers, point the toes, and just pull the belly button into towards the spine a little bit. Exhale with length, balance, and confidence. Our first yin pose, which will take about 3 minutes in, is sleeping banana. So with your right hand, take hold of the left wrist. Lengthen and squeeze your body long. Lift the head and just take your upper body to the top right corner of your mat. Gently step the legs over to the bottom right corner of the mat. We want our shoulders and hips to be connected to the mat. Let the arms relax a little. Take a little bend in the elbow. Let the head roll to the right. Feel comfortable and grounded. You are safe and you are secure. Feel the stretch as we start to open through the left side of the body. Opening up through the rib cage. Cross the left hip. Down the left leg. And north of the waist is the underarm, the tricep, our lats. We spend time in these poses and postures. We're here to release our fascia muscle. Our fascia is the cling wrap that envelops us, holds us together. But in times of stress and anxiety, the cling wrap becomes brittle. We become brittle, tight, stiff, tired, sleepless, and anxious. With this practice today, we're releasing that fascia, that cling wrap muscle. So just be kind, feel your edge, and remember your breath is what's going to move you through this practice and give you that deep, slow release. Take another couple of long breaths in and out. Releasing the breath from the mouth releases any tension you may be holding. And then very gently, we're going to lift the head and the shoulders and the arms. Move back to center. Take the legs with us. Release the grip on the wrists. And just take a little movement, a little wiggle, whatever feels nice across your body. Arms above the head. The left hand is going to take hold of the right wrist. We lengthen through the whole body, point the toes, reach through the fingertips. Gently lift the head and the chest. Move yourself to the top left of the mat, the corner. Slide or step the legs over to the bottom left. Take a soft crook in the elbow, a bend. Let the left cheek roll to the inside of your left arm, the bicep. And just remember, one side of your banana is going to be more bendy than the other. Just feel the stretch through the outer side of that right side of the body, all the way from the ankle, through the hip, over the hip, around the hip, through the bottom, the lower back, the rib cage, the underarm, the shoulder girdle, all the way to our fingertips on the pinky. One side will always be more challenging than the other. So just be mindful of that and just take your time. We're just here together on the mat. Me, you, and Spotify. Slow, steady breaths create a bigger, deeper stretch. We're inviting possibility by expanding our breath. And the expansion of the breath creates the expansion of space through the body. And when we give ourselves space, real space, anything is possible. Just let the fingertips gently furl and curl. If you start to feel sensations that you're not familiar with or are not the most comfortable, sometimes our yin practice is a little uncomfortable as we take ourselves mentally and physically to the edge, that edge where the stretch is juicy and glorious, but also a little bit challenging. A few more slow breaths. And then gently lift the head and the arms back to center. Bring the legs with you. Bend the knees. And take the hands over the shins as we lift the feet. Interlace the fingers, hold the knees, don't hug. Pull the chin towards the chest and the sternum. And you'll probably have a beautiful double chin, just like me. Take a gentle left to right to just iron out the creases in the lower back and the sacrum. Be mindful to have a little bit of control. As you move a little bit left and a little bit it right. Slow and steady. Then pause in the middle. Take a breath in, fill the lungs. And exhale to gently lift the nose. Draw the nose towards the knees. See if the nose can park itself between the knees as you hug yourself up and in. Inhale to gently release back down. Take the hands out wide to the side, plant the palms down. We want our hands to not be level with the shoulders, otherwise we're crunching. Let the elbows come a little bit lower. You could even take cactus, which is where we lift and rotate the palms up. So we're opening up through the front of the shoulders and the arms. If you're free from back problems, keep the legs tucked in at this point. If you get a bit of a sore back, lower back, just land the feet. But together we're going to take the knees over to the right, keep the gaze towards me on the left. And then I want you to try and shimmy the shoulders so they're both connected. So I just had to just gently press in my head and elbows and lift. Some of you may find that actually you need a pillow underneath your knees as they come across to support you. So if you want your pillow underneath the knees as they are in the twist, you can. Slow your breath, let the eyes gently close. Spinal twists. Unravel our day, unravel our worries. They massage our organs and internal system. They help us digest. They help us rest. The longer the breath, the lower and slower the release, the better the twist. And then on the next inhale, gently bring the legs back through center. And take them over to the left. Take the gaze to the right. Shimmy the shoulders. Slow the breath. Make sure the elbows are not high, lower than the shoulders. Slow down and steady the breath. And just remember, one side of your body is more flexible and mobile than the other. So release any frustrations you may have. Exhale out the mouth, keeping the breath slow and steady. And then gently bring the legs back through center. Hands over the knees like starfish on rocks. Gently rock from left to right. Maybe take some circular motion with your knees, tandem together, and then change direction. Gently rest the feet down, heels towards the bottom, hands just comfortably by your sides. And just take a very gentle left to right. Let the knees just calmly windscreen wiper. And then draw the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open wide as we come into sleeping butterfly. And depending on where you want the stretch, if your feet are hugged in, you're going to open up through the front of the pelvis and hips and groin more. But if you want to extend the legs away, notice where the stretch goes to there. It starts to transfer to the outer front quad. Rest the hands down over the lower belly, abdomen. Let the elbows just support the hands and the arms. And as you breathe, really breathe in deep to feel the breaths lift and expand the belly beneath your hands. Like a balloon, and then breathe out to let the balloon become small. Inhale to inflate. Exhale to release. Inhale to inflate. Exhale to release. Let the breath flow out of the mouth with purpose. Gently take the hands to the outer edge of the thighs. Gently invite the thighs to join back together. Take a little ankle roll, whatever feels nice. And as we make our way to Shavasana, it's sometimes quite nice to have a supported Shavasana. And what I mean is having a cushion underneath your knees. We keep the spine and the back long and supported on the mat, but then we can have a cushion underneath the knees so it looks something like this. Melt the spine down. And maybe if you feel the cold, have some socks or a blanket to hand. Let the hands just rest where you feel most comfortable. And we call this Shavasana. Shavasana is relaxation. It's where the goodness of any yoga practice cements. It's where the dots join. It's where the good stuff happens. So just allow yourself a few minutes here. Let go of the focused breath. Just let your breath roll in and out with whatever feels comfortable. Shavasana allows us to surrender and relax. just want to remind you all that you are all creative, capable, and calm human beings. And if you're ready to carry on with whatever is in your path, you can come with me to close, or you can remain on your mat. So I invite you to bend your knees, maybe move the cushion or pillow. And gently keep the eyes closed but roll to the right side of your body. Plant the hand down and slowly bring yourself to seated. Find a tall seat, and together we can sweep our arms high above, breathing in, exhaling to center. The light in me honors the light in all of you. And I wish you a very calm time, a good sleep, and lots of happiness.